Have you ever noticed how it's easier to do the things you don't even care about? But somehow, the moment it's something you actually love, you freeze? You tell yourself you'll start tomorrow. You scroll for inspiration. You plan every detail, and then nothing. It's weird, right? You want it so badly. But the harder you care, the harder it gets to start. That's not laziness. That's fear disguised as procrastination. 1. The hidden fear. See, when you procrastinate on homework or chores, it's annoying. But when you procrastinate on your dreams and the thing that defines you, it's painful. Because deep down, passion projects aren't just tasks. They're personal. That art portfolio, that YouTube channel you keep planning to start, that song you've had half written in your notes app since last summer. Those aren't goals, they're extensions of who you are. And that's why your brain freaks out. If you try and fail at something you don't care about, no big deal. But if you try and fail at something you love, it feels like you weren't enough. So instead of risking that pain, your brain chooses the safer option. Let's not start. Let's overthink. Let's prepare a little more. Sound familiar? 2. The illusion of readiness. We all tell ourselves the same lie. I'll start when I'm ready. But the truth? You'll never feel ready, because readiness isn't a feeling, it's a decision. If you wait to feel confident before you start, you'll wait forever. Confidence comes from doing, not before it. Think about it. When you first learned to drive, you weren't confident. You were nervous, clumsy, and probably scaring your instructor. But you didn't get confident by reading the manual 50 times. You got confident by driving. The same thing applies to your passion. You can plan, research, and organize. But none of that replaces doing. 3. The perfectionism trap. Another sneaky reason we procrastinate on what we love. Perfectionism. You want your first post to look amazing, your first video to sound professional, your first drawing to be flawless. But here's the secret. Your first time is supposed to be bad. Nobody starts perfect. Nobody. If you look at your favorite creators, writers, or artists, go back to their first uploads. Their early work is awkward, rough, and full of mistakes. But that's how they learned. Perfectionism isn't about high standards. It's about fear of judgment. You're not trying to make it perfect for yourself. You're trying to make it perfect so others won't see your flaws. But the people you admire most, they started anyway. And that's what made them good. 4. The identity loop. Here's where it gets deep. When you tie your passion too closely to your identity, every setback feels personal. If the project fails, you feel like you failed. If no one likes your work, you feel like you're not likable. But that's not how it works. What you make isn't who you are. It's just a reflection of where you're at right now. You're not creating to prove yourself. You're creating to discover yourself. Once you understand that, you stop trying to protect your identity and start expressing it. 5. How to break the cycle. Okay, let's talk solutions. Here's how to actually start working on what you love without the overthinking spiral. Step 1. Lower the bar. Don't aim for perfect. Aim for done. Tell yourself, I'm just going to make a rough version today. The smaller the start, the easier the action. Step 2. Set emotional goals, not results. Instead of, I'll finish a song today, try, I'll enjoy writing for 30 minutes. Shift from performance to presence. Step 3. Separate identity from output. You're not your project, you're the person behind it, and that person has infinite chances to grow. Step 4. Build public accountability. Tell a friend. Post your progress. When you bring others in, you create momentum that your brain can't quietly cancel. 6. Closing message. So, if you've been procrastinating on something you love, you're not lazy. You're just scared that your best won't be good enough. But guess what? It doesn't have to be. Your first version is supposed to suck. It's supposed to teach you something. And the only way to reach your perfect version is to get through the messy one first. So, tonight, don't plan, don't overthink. Just start. Open that file. Write one line, record one take, sketch one idea. Because every masterpiece starts the same way, with one small imperfect step. You don't need permission. You don't need more time. You just need to begin. Let's make something real.